Once upon a time, in the village of Nikim, there lived a man named Questy. Though he was poor, he was known for his loving and kind nature. As he reached the age of 30, Questy longed to have his own family. Every day, he would watch the other villagers with their wives and children, feeling a pang of sadness that he had not yet found his own happiness. In the same village, there was a beautiful girl named Amira. She was very smart and hardworking. Every man in Nikim wanted to marry her, but Amira turned them all down. She dreamed of marrying a rich man who would spend a lot of money on her, buying her beautiful clothes and jewelry. Her mother encouraged this, saying,
Amira, you deserve the best. Don't settle for anything less than a wealthy husband.
One day, Questy mustered up the courage to talk to Amira. He approached her at the village market, where she was buying vegetables. "Good morning, Amira," Questy said nervously. "How are you today?" Amira held her nose and stepped back.
Questy, you smell like you have been rolling in the pigsty. Please stay away from me. It would be a shame for a beautiful girl like me to be seen talking to a poor and dirty man like you.
Questy's heart sank. "Amira, I know I am not wealthy, but I have a good heart. I wish you could see that." Amira raised her eyebrow and smirked.
Questy, having a good heart isn't enough. I deserve more. Besides, your clothes look like they've been borrowed from a scarecrow. Do not even come near me. Do you even own a mirror?
Questy sighed. "I may not have riches or fine clothes, but I promise I would take care of you and make you happy." Amira rolled her eyes.
Questy, the only thing that would make me happy right now is if you left me alone. Goodbye.
Out of love, Questy found himself falling deeper for Amira. He saw a good wife in her and believing she just needed time to see the goodness in his heart. Despite her harsh words, he was determined to prove his worth to her. Determined, Questy began following Amira to the farm every day, offering his help. "Amira, let me help you with that," he would say, taking the heavy loads from her hands with his assistance. Amira finished her work early. One afternoon, as they were working together in Amira's farm, Amira sighed and said,
You know, Questy, you could at least try to look a little bit presentable if you're going to follow me around like a lost puppy.
Another day, as Questy was helping Amira in the field, he noticed her talking to a man who looked a bit rich. The man had a fine suit and shiny clothes. Questy felt a pang of jealousy and decided he needed to do something grand to get Amira's attention. That evening, as Amira sat with her mother outside their hut, Questy approached slowly, holding flowers and a chocolate bar he had bought with all his savings. "Amira," he said, his voice trembling, "I bought you this." Amira's mother laughed loudly.
Hey, everyone come and see. Amira, what is happening here?
Feeling ashamed, Amira quickly lied.
Mother, he's just a madman. I helped him in the street. He must have mistaken that for love.
Questy was hurt beyond words. "Amira, I am not a mad. I just wanted to show you how much I care." Amira waved him off.
Questy, you've embarrassed yourself enough for one day. Please leave.
Her mother shook her head, laughing.
Amira, you sure know how to attract the odd ones.
On returning to his hut, Questy cried, feeling immense pain. "Why does she treat me like this?" he sobbed. The following week, Questy moved to the city, promising himself he would work hard and win Amira's heart. Life in the city was tough, but he found a job at a hotel. People around him joked that he looked like the king's son. "Hey Questy, are you sure you are not a part of the royalty?" they would tease. One day, the king's son visited the hotel where Questy worked. Amazed at the resemblance, the king's son approached Questy. "You look just like me," the king's son exclaimed. Questy, feeling excited, hugged the king's son. "It's like looking in a mirror," he said. The manager was unhappy about it and fired Questy immediately. "This is unprofessional behavior, Questy. You are fired," he said. On returning home, the king's son narrated the incident to his father. "Father, I met someone today who looks exactly like me. I want you to know more about him." The king was intrigued. "Bring him to me. I would like to meet him." After losing his job, Questy returned to the village. With his little money he had saved, Questy transformed his appearance. He rented a big house and a car, making him unrecognizable. "Maybe now Amira will see me differently," he thought. Seeing this, Amira immediately fell for the trap. She packed her bags and followed Questy to his house.
Questy, I never realized how handsome and successful you've become,
She said, battling her eyelashes. Questy smirked. "It's amazing what a little hard work can do, isn't it?" Meanwhile, the king began searching for Questy, believing he might be his long-lost nephew who was stolen from the hospital shortly after birth. When Questy couldn't be found, the king stopped searching and ordered his men to go back to the palace. Questy's little money was running out quickly, as Amira's spending habits drained his savings.
Questy, I need more money to buy a new dress.
Amira would say, and Questy, feeling pressured, would give her the little he had left. One day, Amira invited her mother to the big house. They suspected Questy might not be serious about marriage and devised a plan for Amira to get pregnant.
It is the only way to secure your future.
Her mother advised. Months went by and Amira's belly grew. At this time, Questy was so poor he could not even afford food. Feeling desperate, he decided to leave, lying that he was going for a business meeting. "Amira, my love, I'll be back very soon. Please wait for me." Amira and her mother were devastated. With Amira's savings running low, they hoped Questy would return soon.
What are we going to do?
Amira cried. The landlord came for his rent. To Amira's surprise, she discovered that nothing belonged to Questy. He had been faking it all along. "You must leave this house immediately," the landlord demanded. Amira cried all night with her mother by her side.
How could I have been so foolish?
Amira lamented.
I should have known better.
Questy was now back on the streets looking for a job. On his way to his former workplace, he met the king's son again. This time, he didn't approach him, fearing the manager's reaction. Questy went straight to his former manager and knelt down. "Please, I need a job. I promise to be professional this time around." The manager refused to listen to him and chased him away. "You are not welcome here, Questy. Leave and never come back," he said. As Questy was leaving, he felt a tap on his shoulder. It was the king's son. "Come with me," the king's son said. Questy was very excited, but at the same time very scared. Could it be that they wanted to use him for rituals? Questy tried to resist, but eventually followed him to the palace. The king was excited to see Questy. "What's your name?" the king asked. "Questy," he replied. The king hugged him tightly, with tears dropping in his eyes. "You are my son. I have always prayed to have you back. I knew you were alive." "Your son? How am I your son?" Questy asked. The king sat down with him as he explained. To be honest, when I was a young man, I fell in love with this girl and I got her pregnant. I did not want to marry her and I saw this pregnancy was going to make me marry her. So I arranged with the nurses to give the child away after the birth and lied to the mother that the child was dead. But unfortunately, the mother passed away shortly after. I tried to look for you, but I could not trace where you were taken. The guilt has been killing me slowly, and I'm very happy to meet you again. Please forgive me. Questy was overjoyed. He had always believed he was an orphan, with no one to turn to. I forgive you, father. I have always wanted a family, he said. Feeling the same guilt, Questy decided to take Amira back into his life. Amira bore him a bouncing baby girl, and later on he married her, and now she was officially his wife. Now the king was getting old, and it was his time to step down. And Questy, being the oldest son of the king, became the new king. We'll build a life together, Questy told Amira, and this time it is based on love and honesty. Amira nodded. Thank you, Questy. I have learned my lesson. Let's move forward together. And so Questy and Amira lived happily ever after, reminding everyone in the village that true love and kindness always triumph in the end. From this story, we learn that true love and kindness are most important than money and looks. Questy's dedication to Amira, even when she treated him badly, shows that good character matters most in relationships. The story also teaches us that people can change, like Amira did, and that honesty and love are the foundation of a happy life. It reminds us to be patient, to forgive, and that everyone deserves a second chance. Thank you all for watching. May God bless you and bless all your works. And also, please consider joining our membership. For now, I do not have any member. I'll be very glad and happy. Have a nice day, nice evening, nice morning, wherever you are watching. Bye-bye.